Hello mga alamat! In this video, titignan po natin ang mga requested stocks ninyo tulad ng Monde, SPNEC at Green. Are you guys ready? Let's go! Hello mga alamat! Before we start, I'd just like to apologize in advance. Kung may naririnig kayong parang background noise, meron kasing binabarena or inaayos yung kapitbahay yata namin or something. And it's been going on for quite a while, no? That's part of the reason kung bakit mas konti rin yung videos natin kasi medyo maingay talaga. Mahirap mag-record, lalo na yung mga charting session kapag laging may background noise na wala naman tayong kalaban-laban. Okay? So please do forgive that. Right now, it's a bit softer than what it normally is. Pero kung may naririnig pa rin kayo, pasensya na. Now, let's kick off with FGEN, no? Itong FGEN, price is more or less dancing within this range here. Pero the reason kung bakit hindi ko muna siya brinakit or drinawingan na range, diba? Kasi parang hindi pa tapos, parang medyo hilaw pa. It's looking like it might push higher. So because of that, I would rather leave yung resistance level natin dito around 17.02, no? Now, kung kunwari you're looking to trade FGEN, what I would watch out for is kung mabasag ng price etong 17 pesos na area muna. Bakit? Kasi nga, parang nasa alanganin tayo where we are right now. Kung naniniwala kayo sa sinabi ko na parang bitin pa yung range, then syempre hindi muna kayo papasok kasi parang alanganin hindi buo yung structure. Ngayon, kumpara naman sa inyo, range na yan, hindi pa rin kayo papasok kasi nasa resistance tayo. Diba? So either way, parang you're caught between a rock and a hard place dito sa FGEN, no? Now, if price can come up and actually hold above tong 17 na area, then there could be something there. Baka matrade natin tong range na naiwan dito between 17 hanggang 19.9, no? Yes, meron tayong mga pwede paguntugan in the middle, but we'll worry about that if and when mangyari yung break to the upside. Now, kunwari, nauntog tayo dito and we start rolling over and actually create a new lower low, then mukhang medyo dehado pa tayo. Bagong 52-week low na naman. We might have to wait for further structure to develop before we can reanalyze and look at FGEN again. Next, tignan naman natin tong PNB or Philippine National Bank, no? Similar sa nangyari sa BDO, nagkaroon din to ng strong push to the upside. Very noticeable naman. However, I can't say in good conscience that the price action has been clean. Medyo madumi tignan yung chart Bungi dito, bungi doon, and things like that, no? Hindi siya malinis. Okay? But what can we glean from where price is right now? Number one, nalalapit na tayo sa next level of resistance natin. Dito, around 20.10. If we can trade above 20.10 and hold, that opens up the possibility na matrade natin tong wider range na to between 20.10 hanggang mga 21.16 to 21.36. Area of resistance kasi yan no? Now, kung kunwari mag-pullback naman to, what we'll be watching out for is yung support na nag-form dito at 18.86. Bakit? Kasi key resistance yan dati. Resistance siya dito, 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 and so on, no? Plus, inflection point pa siya. It acted as support here. So, a pullback to this area might be interesting kasi kung kunwari nagkaroon tayo ng bullish structure from there, then that might be a trigger for us to get into PNB. Now, PNB is not for everyone. As you guys know, it's not very liquid, no? Medyo bungi-bungi yung order book niya minsan, kaya nangyayari yung ganitong medyo may pagkadumi na price action. So you do need to be careful before jumping in, no? Not all stocks are created equal. Now, kung kunwari nabasag tong 18.86, then what we're looking for is baka mag-fill yung gap. Possible na mag-gap fill tayo, then reject. That could be another signal to potentially get in. Again, depende kung ano itsura ng structure by then. Pero kung pati yan, nabasag din. Tumuloy tayo to the downside. The next level of support is dito na at 18.24. And if that doesn't hold, then we likely revisit yung lows na naiwan natin dito, no? Dito sa area na to. Okay? But for now, this could be interesting. Depende na lang kung ano gawin niya in the next few days. Kung kunwari, medyo madumi pa rin yung price action niya, tuloy lang, akit lang, ayaw magpahinga, then I don't think it will present a good risk-reward opportunity for a lot of traders. Pero syempre, kung pasok naman siya sa buy signal nyo or sa trading parameters nyo, by all means, go ahead. Next, let's talk about Monde, no? Now, tong Monde, pwede nating sabihin na it's come down here and medyo nag-form siya ng parang medyo weird na itsura na inverse head and shoulders, no? One can argue na pwedeng ganon. Pwede rin sabihin na parang cup and handle pattern. Diba? Regardless, we are seeing a push to the upside. Nag-form tayo ng low, high, higher low, tapos ngayon higher high, no? Whether or not this turns into a more prolonged rally remains to be seen. But for now, it's looking like may konti pang upside dito sa Monde. Me, personally, hanggang nananatili siya beneath nung IPO price niya dito at 13.5, parang medyo nakakadalawang isip, no? Lalo na if you're intending to trade ng mas medium to long term. Kasi iniisip natin na baka yung mga naipit before from that IPO price might decide to get out kung bumalik yung price dito. Maaaring dyan tayo mauntog between 13.5 to mga 13.75 or 14 na area. So you need to be very careful na hindi kayo maipit sa ganong klaseng pagkakataon, no? Kasi maaaring, uy, sige, excited, buy na tayo. Tapos before you know it, nabentahan ka pala ng mga naipit before. Parang nagpalit lang ng kamay. Ikaw naman ngayon yung naipit. Okay? Now, for me, if we can start trading above tong IPO price, babalikan ko kagad tong Monde. I would start looking at it more earnestly and looking for potential opportunities para makapasok, no? But as it is right now, I will be thinking na number one, nauntog na tayo dito sa resistance at 12.98. And even if we can go above that, yung next level of resistance is still there at 13.5, which again is yung IPO price. Ngayon, kung nauntog naman tayo dito and we start rolling over, let's see kung mag-hold yung support between 12.36 hanggang 12.5. Kung yan ay nabasag, malamang ay mababalikan po natin yung support na nag-form dito sa 11.06. And if that breaks, obviously, new 52-week low, and panibagong hintay na naman tayo na mag-develop yung structure before reassessing Monde. Next, tignan naman po natin tong SPNEC. Now, SPNEC was a trade that I actually took. Okay? But I got out at the close of this candle here kasi ang lapit na niya sa target ko. It was 3 cents away from the high. Diba? So, my target was 1.39. We got to 1.36 that day. So, I decided at the close of the candle to just get out. Okay? Kasi nag-evolving R na. Now, nung nag-form tayo ng parang inverse head and shoulders dito, when we broke out sa candle na to, that could have been a trigger for you to potentially get in. In fact, some of my students got in there. Okay? Part ng plano namin tong SPNEC from the get-go. So, congrats sa mga nakatrade sa kanya, no? Now, what are we looking at right now? Kasi syempre, talking about how we could have traded it before is helpful, but talking about how we can trade it right now is even more helpful, di ba? From where we are right now, medyo magdadalawang isip na ako kasi malapit na tayong mauntog sa next level of resistance. And that next level is around 1.39 hanggang mga 1.42. Okay? Now, kunwari mauntog tayo dyan, and then we roll back, pull back, di ba? Bumalik tayo dito around 1.2 na area. I would be curious to see, number one, if magpipresent ba to ng potential range trade opportunity, or number two, will the structure look so bullish to the point na I would be thinking na hindi lang yung range na pwedeng i-trade, kundi baka from there, magkaroon na tayo ng some type of reversal and we can see a higher push to the upside, perhaps revisiting 1.47, 1.52, and so on, no? Pero syempre, right now, masyado pang maaga para magsalita. Pwede naman, nakalunas-lunas pa lang, mabasag na agad natin tong 1.39. Diretsuhin na natin tong 1.47. Okay? Now, I often get asked, hindi ka ba naiinis kapag ganun? 'Di ba? Parang may hawak ka na, nakuha mo na mababa, tinan mo, hindi mo nabenta ng tuktok. Hindi ko naman alam saan yung tuktok eh. 'Di ba? I always tell people na unless you know, you have a 100% na certainty with your knowledge na tataas siya. Kunwari, binulungan kayo, Itutulak yan hanggang 5 pesos, kunwari. Tapos binenta nyo ng piso. Ayun, mali talaga. Pero ito, hindi naman natin alam eh. That's why meron tayong plano. That's why meron tayong exit plan. Para meron tayong sinusundan. Kung kunwari, yung market hindi sumunod sa plano natin, either napa-stop loss tayo or it went beyond our initial target, edi ganun talaga. That's just part of the game. You can't expect na lagi nyong matatrade yung bottom and you can't expect na lagi nyong mabebentahan yung top. Okay? Now, kung kunwari naman nag-pull back to pero hindi nag-hold yung 1.21, then we might come back down and trade within yung bottom range natin between 1.05 hanggang 1.21. Okay? Kung kunwari naman, sabihin natin, nauntog nga talaga tayo around do sa resistance sa sinasabi natin, and then parang sumasayaw lang siya right beneath it, then I would be watching it from there thinking na baka nagbe-build lang siya ng base. Tapos from there, kung nag-breakout tayo, baka meron tayong pwedeng abangan for a potential pullback para masakyan natin for further upside. But for now, where it is, I wouldn't recommend simply jumping in and buying. Not because I don't think na pwede siyang tumaas. It's just that, number one, malapit na nga tayo sa resistance. And number two, the risk-reward would likely be very, very bad. Okay? So, konting ingat-ingat lang po. And then finally, let's talk about green, no? Now, tong green, on one hand, yung bigger picture niya is it's been trading within this wide range between 1.40 plus hanggang 1.80 plus. Okay, kaso I would argue na hindi madaling i-trade yung range na yan. Number one, hindi naman siya laging bumababa ng sagad. And number two, hindi rin naman siya laging umaangat ng sagad. So maraming tansyahan na kailangan mangyari along the way. Number two, marami ng segmentation na naganap over the time na nag-form tong wider range na to. So, baka mas madaling i-trade yung mga mas maliliit na ranges na yon kaysa napilitin natin i-trade yung wider range na hindi naman tayo sure na babalik pa siya sa target. After all, wala pa namang evidence na talagang, ready na to tumulak very strong to the upside. Now, where we are is nakastuck tayo dito sa mas maliit na segment na to between 1.53 hanggang 1.67. In fairness, it's quite a tradable range, no? We tried to break above 1.67 here, pero fake out lang. One candle broke above, the next candle immediately broke below. So it wouldn't surprise me if price came back, tagged yung 1.67 na level, mauntog, and then roll over ulit. Now, does that mean kung makita natin yun, dapat bibilin natin yung 1.53? Again, I would argue na hindi dapat agad-agad. We do need to see some type of confirmation, no, bago tayo pumasok. Kung ano man yung trading system na gamit nyo, you're gonna have to wait for everything to line up before you jump in. Kung kunwari hindi mag-hold yung 1.53, then price might come back dito sa next level of support at 1.44. If 1.44 breaks, obviously, new 52-week low tayo and medyo magkakandaleche-leche na naman tong chart ng green. Now, if price can come back and retake itong 1.67 and take out yung high na nabuo dito around 1.7, then I think it opens up this range above hanggang 1.88. Now, I think kapag sa ganung pagkakataon, it will yield a better risk-reward trade opportunity. Okay? Now, bakit opportunity lang? Bakit hindi guarantee? Kasi hindi natin alam ano yung magiging itsura niya. For all we know, if price comes up, mabasag yung 1.67, baka isa o dalawang kandila lang, nakabalik na tayo sa target. Pag ganon, obviously, wala tayong makukuhang pagkakataon para makapasok, di ba? At least ako, hindi. Not with the way I trade. If we can break above 1.88, then that opens up this range here from 1.88 hanggang 2.13. But for now, medyo nasa alanganin pa yung pwesto ng presyo ng green. I think the best approach for this is to exercise a bit more patience, wait for it to further develop before deciding whether or not you want to jump in. Now, before we go, I just like to say na gumawa ako recently lang nung trading indicator or technical indicator na tier list. If you want to go catch that video, it should be popping out somewhere on the lower left-hand side of your screen right now, no? And as always, guys, good luck in all your trades. GT, over and out.